What's up? It's Jamani. I want to talk about narcissism and my experience with it. But before I do that, I want to play a quick video for promotional reasons. So let's do that. Make sure you follow me at Jamani Struggle. YouTube Jamani Struggle. You want to see something exciting, something spectacular?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to need some space. I said fuck it, man. I'm just going to... Yeah.
CBS, bitch.
Kid, I used to try to get away with everything. Now I don't give a So there's a lot that I could say about the controversial content that I just showed you, and there's a lot that I've said about it. But what I mainly want to talk about is the recovery of my narcissistic characteristics. I'm still very much of a narcissist. I am a narcissist, and I have narcissistic characteristics, unfortunately. And, you know, so the motivation behind a lot of that, there's many reasons on why I felt the need to do what I done. But most of it, from a narcissistic point of perspective, is more of like entitlement. I felt like I belonged in the spotlight. Therefore, I was willing to do, to myself, I belong in the industry, in the entertainment industry, somewhere, somehow, and I got to the point where I was willing to do anything to, get rich by any means kind of mindset. But I don't rationalize my decision making, if that makes sense. I was still wrong for everything I'd done. I'm not gonna try to rationalize it. I was wrong, and that's it. Now, the biggest thing I want to take, though, again, is the recovery part, where it's like I decided over time, as time went by, I want to prioritize peace of mind. And by me focusing more on wanting peace of mind, I had to have some uncomfortable conversations with myself. I had to accept things that I didn't want to accept, which resulted in me being able to recover, because I had that conversation with myself where I had to admit that I was wrong, and if I want peace of mind, I'm gonna have to do things differently, and different was not comfortable. One thing that all narcissists have in common is that they're just not at peace, right? Because they want the world to revolve, or maybe I should say us. We want the world to revolve around us, and the world don't work like that, right? So what's gonna happen is you're gonna keep bumping your head, and it's just, things are just not gonna work into your favor. And that's where I think a lot of narcissists and that's why I separate myself. They go into the manipulation part, you know what I'm saying, where they try to force things, right? But there's levels of narcissism. So with the list, right, I'm gonna put the list up of narcissism, right? I check every single box. There's one box I don't feel like I check it all, and that's the lack of empathy. I feel like I have a strong sense of empathy. There's actually two things that I don't check off, which one of them I'm not sure what it means, so I can't say that for sure, but the interpersonally exploitative for their own gain, that sounds like something like manipulating people that's close to me to get what I want from them. I'm really more like, I push people away, and even if there's something that I can gain from them, I'd rather just not suffer from, I'm not manipulative, is basically what I'm trying to say. So I don't think I check that off. But the lack of empathy, I definitely don't. I have a strong sense of empathy, and if that's what I think it is, as far as manipulating people for gain, I really don't do that. That lack of empathy I do have comes from individual situations where I feel like people lack empathy for me, therefore I lack empathy for them. But other than that, as a person, I genuinely feel like I get concerned on what I do that can affect other people. I do have a strong sense of guilt at times, you know what I'm saying, where I just feel like I have a strong sense of empathy, where I feel like the lack of empathy does not apply to me. I'm gonna go back to the recovery part, because that's what I've been thinking about. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm supposed to record a vlog today, right? As a content creator, I gotta record a vlog every day, at least I'm trying to. And then it's like, I don't have a vlog today, so this is part of why I'm recording this as well. But in the meantime, I'm also thinking about my life. I'm thinking about my life as a content creator, where I stand versus where I was at versus where I'm going. And I'm like, the progressions that I made. And I just remember I don't care as much as I used to. Like, you know, there was a point where as a narcissist, I wanted $20 million. Like that was the number for me to feel like I became successful financially. I need to be the most relevant, most popular person, most admired person, as well as I need $20 million. I'm not concerned about 20 million. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But that's like, if I never see 10 million in my life, I'll be okay with that. My question is, like, how much money do I need to survive, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? My lifestyle's not crazy. But to get to the point is, like, I don't care about the number, no. I don't care about the millions of dollars anymore. Of course, I would love to have it, and I want to have it. But what do I need to live? Like, you know, I think all I need is a couple 100,000, right? I think as long as I don't have any kids, right? So I'm just saying this to say, it's just like, I'm not caring as much about, I'm not entitled as much, you know? And then when it comes to the validation, one thing that I don't like the position I'm in, but one thing I appreciate is that the controversy and the criticism that I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life, it has helped me, and it's still helping me to lose desire of the validation, you know, being admired and being accepted. Like, I know I gotta accept that I will never be validated the way that I wanted to based off of what I've already done, that it kind of puts me in, like, it's like I have a blueprint of just controversy, right? So I have to get rid of the idea of who I was before, who I thought I could be before I did what I did, because now I'm at a point where it's like, you know what I'm saying, I can't change what's already done. And I have accepted that. It's hard to, like, accept it completely, but I accepted, like, there's always going to be people that's just not going to like me, period. You know what I mean? And that helps me kind of just, like, when I see, like, I still don't like criticism as much as anyone. Nobody likes to be criticized, but it helps me kind of absorb it a lot more, where it's like, you don't like me? I mean, that's kind of what I expect. You know what I'm saying? I don't really expect people to like me. I see what I've done. I understand the mindset that I have and how people could be against it or even reluctant towards it as well. So I get it. And that's kind of really it. Like, I probably, after recording, I probably think about exactly what to say. Like, but I just know I just feel so much better with, like, just being narcissistic and feeling pressure to be successful, or, you know, I just felt like, you know, there was a time from, like, I don't know, 2016, 17, that time where it's just like, I have to be great. But I wasn't proven to be great. Like, I wasn't proving it to myself. I didn't have the accomplishments where, if I think I'm up here, well, people up here, they, you know, they have a certain, they're like, I just, you know, with the mistakes that I consistently made as a gambling addict, like, this is not greatness. This is not who I think I am and who I want to be. Would never do the things that I was doing, would never be in the position that I was in. And it was, again, 2017, 18, 19, I wasn't accepting that. Therefore, I was trying to find a way to kind of get to where I could still be great, but I went the wrong way about it. But now, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm just kind of slowly it's accepting it more and more. And I'm happy about that. Like, I'm happy that, you know, I have this comfortability of, I don't need to be a super multimillionaire. I don't have to have, you know, people, like, just everybody like me. And it's still tough to be in, but it's a tough position to be in. But it's just, I just know that I'm just filling out the difference and where I feel mentally and emotionally versus then. Because I just think about I still remember that mindset. I still remember that emotion, and it was very, it's ignorant, arrogant, foolish, but that's just the way I was. And, you know, going viral so many times and just seeing how much people don't care. Like I needed that. Like I needed to go viral and then see it all fade out, and then go viral again, and then see it all fade out, and then go viral again. And then it was just like, I'm chasing something that everybody's got their own problems. Everybody's focused on them. Like, it's not about me. It is not about me.